Everything you need to know for the upcoming DLC for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I recently went over the latest news and updates coming to TCM, and in this video I want to focus more on the upcoming announced DLC and everything you need to know, as well as me trying to speculate and predict what we will be getting. We will be getting many new things, some that are free and some that will follow the pricing of everything we have already received. So first I want to talk about the characters. We will be getting one new family member and one victim. We have no confirmed information, but I want to go over some predictions I have. For family, some of the community top requests is for Chop Top and Charlie Hoyt. Now, one of the main issues with getting characters from different movies is that they don't have the rights from the characters past the first movie. As of now, they only have rights to the characters in the 1974 film and can add their own, as they already have. Whether they have gained new rights for the other movies since, I don't know. I did find out that there was a possible inspiration for Nancy thanks to this Reddit post. In real life, there was a woman named Nancy Doss, born with the name Nancy Hazel, aka Black Widow, aka the Giggling Granny. Her real background story is actually very similar to the background of the Nancy we get in the game. She was a notorious serial killer responsible for the deaths of 11 people, back in around the 60s. Whether they would try to base more characters off of serial killers in real life, I don't know, but they definitely could continue the trend. I'm also sure they would try to stick with the ones from Texas and also likely try to stick with the old serial killers. I will dive deeper into the real Texas Chainsaw Massacre stories to see if I can figure out the DLCs before they release. Now for the victims, I always wondered what happened to Maria, and what I didn't know is that we were given a prequel a year before the game came out that actually shows what happened to her. Like the plot of most of the Leatherface movies, her car breaks down and she goes out looking for help. And well, this is what happened.
Help me! Someone is after me!
Poor thing. I can help you, you know.
Help! Help!
Gotcha! Sissy, what the hell are you waiting on? Get to it!
I got this under control.
Help! Help!
Now the clip does very clearly insinuate that she is dead, but if I've learned anything from watching horror movies, unless you see a dead body, well, even then sometimes those motherfuckers ain't dead. But you know, unless they get grinded to pieces and burned forever, they sometimes are not dead. I think there could be a scenario where Maria lives and she is already hanging in the basement when her friends get caught with her. I believe there's a real possibility we get this, and I really hope we do, as I really don't see why not. I also currently don't really have any other ideas of what we will get for the victims. Maybe we can get an actual victim that was in the movie, but I have no way of telling, so we'll have to find out. Real quick, back to the family speculation. I know there is a very strong group that is against this, but I'm really not opposed to bringing killers from other franchises. I genuinely think it would make for great gameplay, which is really all that matters in the end. I know we already have a game with mixed killers with DBD, but killers like Ghostface would fit so great in this engine and it would just be a fun character to play with. Those characters are also likely to be more successful than some made-up character. Another perfect fit I think would be Jason from the Friday the 13th. They already have the character models and all that. Of course he would need to have a significant nerf, can't be as OP as he was in the actual game that was just him, but having him in the game would definitely be pretty cool. Now that I think about it, bringing some of the campers from that game to be the victims would not be a bad idea. I know it doesn't really make sense lore-wise, but I'm just talking about for gameplay. I'm perfectly fine with keeping it TCM only for the first year or so, but I think eventually they will have no choice but to do something like this to keep the game relevant. It seems people are taking it as some moral thing that they have to stick with TCM only, but I really don't see why they can't add a couple crossovers. If it makes the game fun, what's wrong with that? I think one character that would also be an amazing fit that's not even in DBD yet is the Terrifier. If you've watched the movies, his style of killing is not suitable for something like DBD, but is perfect for TCM. I don't even think they could go as far as he goes for TCM. I would really love to play as the Terrifier specifically in this game, or at least with this type of engine. The movies aren't great, they mainly just try to be super gory, but the character has a very strong personality and is already building his way to be an iconic slasher. And not only does he fit great in this game, but also his silent tendencies will make this game even scarier. I actually kind of just thought of a special ability that would work perfectly for him. In some scenes of the movie, he has a little horn thing, like a typical clown would have, that honks like this. I think if that was his main ability and he went around honking that to try to get victims to scream, it would also counter the fact that he's so silent so that the victims know where he is when he tries to find out where they are, and if he so happens to be in their area, they will scream out loud and he can find them. I don't know, just an idea, but I think this fits perfectly. Now let's move on to the map. The map is actually one of the things I'm most excited for. One, it's free. Also, the map is going to provide a new experience for both family and victims. The The map is called the Mill, and it will not be 3 but 4 levels high, adding for a more vertical playstyle than what we are used to. So far I've only heard positive things from people who have been able to try it out, and I really can't wait to try it out myself. The whole map design just looks amazing, and if it plays great, it can probably end up as my favorite map. Something else that is free is the subscribe button, so don't forget to slash that down below. We will also be getting new cosmetics, but cosmetics being put out for $5 or more does seem kind of bonkers to me, but it is what it is at this point. I don't plan on buying any since I will already be spending $20 on the new characters. Everything really does add up, and I really do hope the lack in sales causes prices to drop for everything. Or at the very least, maybe for the characters they could bundle them together for $15 or something, cause geez, they really are robbing us out here. Or even some season pass where you get everything for set price would be better than this. The new cosmetics are a little exciting since they will be made by Art Bully, who previously made skins for Friday the 13th. I'm excited to see how these turn out, even though I likely won't be buying. We will be getting new execution packs, which will also cost money. I'm not too crazy about execution packs. I'd be down to unlock some executions, but paying for them doesn't interest me in the slightest. Apparently these next ones will take it up a level from what we've previously seen, so we'll see. New weapon skins are finally coming. Not sure if these will cost anything, but I'm sure we can all guess they will. But I'm interested in seeing what those will look like. Now, on the bright side, we will be getting 2 free skins, one for Johnny and one for Sissy. We are finally getting the long-awaited shirtless Johnny. I know people are kind of a little too excited for that, but I guess good for you Johnny mains. Sissy will be getting a bride skin, and this one I think will look awesome because it will probably resemble Carrie full of blood on her white dress, which is just an overall menacing look. Another free thing we will be getting is the museum mode. This will work similar to the virtual cabin in F13, and I'm sure it will also work kind of like the prequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you're playing from a character's first person perspective. Of course, this is a very little thing, but I'm sure it will be neat and most importantly, free. Everything I talked about in this video will release over the next 90 days, some sooner than others, but eventually we will have it all over this time period. The soonest thing you can expect is a big update on February 6th with the quality of life update. If you guys want to learn more about the changes coming February 6th, check out this video here. If you already watched it, then make sure to go check out some other videos. Hope you got something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you did. Until next time, love you. See ya.